I know that many times in your morning that I'm the last thing that you want to see. You don't want to pick up your phone, your Roku, your Apple TV, any of those devices, and see this first thing in the morning. But today, you do. The reason, we're hiking up Vail Mountain so that I can bring you the sunrise over the Gore Range. Start now.
It's winter and we are back. VDL streams everywhere.
On the mountain, off the mountain.
On every screen.
On Facebook, YouTube.
On Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and Spotify.
And now, we're on Outside TV 17.
Live and on demand, 7 days a week.
Hey everyone, we've got a great show kind of up for you. We've got a McCoy Park opening over at Beaver Creek. We're going to give you a sneak peek of the 250 acres that are in addition to everything else that they have over there. We'll also let you know about some fun things going on at the Vail Performing Arts Show. We have Ken live from Vail. We're going to talk about the Beaver Creek Winter Culinary Weekend coming up as well. And we'll also do some shopping at the Beav as well. So a lot of things happening for your Tuesday. We're right in the middle of winter. We've got a lot of great snow, a lot of new snow in the last week. No new snow to report in the last 24 hours. If you were here yesterday, that blue sky was absolutely amazing. And the sunshine, it was chilly in the morning, but we were able to warm it up by later on in the mid-morning when we were out for the ribbon cutting yesterday, right around 9:30, 10 o'clock. People were loading up that lift. It was super fun. But let's give you a quick look at the weather right now so you can kind of help plan your day. Right now, Avon is at 6 degrees. We're seeing 3 below in Eagle, 15 above in Vail, and 1 in Edwards. So a little bit of an inversion going on. And what that means is that some of the higher elevations are warmer, and then that cooler air, heat rises. So the cool air is just kind of sunk down along the valley floor. Think of I-70, how we go out to the west and we decrease in elevation. That's where the lower temperatures are. So feels like 2 below though with these single digits for our high. And then later on today, we'll get into the 30s. Overnight lows will drop into the single digits once again. And then sunshine all the way through the week until Friday. Then we have about a 40% chance of snow showers for your Friday into Friday night. But it looks like Saturday and Sunday are going to be a great weekend. Once again, want to thank the outlets at Silverthorne for this weather report, elevated savings. That's what you're going to find there. Here's a live look at our West Vail roundabouts, the I-70 corridor going through the Vail Valley right now. And you can see the sun getting a little bit higher in the sky each day as we now our days are starting to get a little bit longer. But no new snow to report, like I mentioned, but we do have more terrain. So Blue Sky Basin, they opened Skyline Express last weekend, and then they hope to have Pride Express open by MLK. If you can believe it, we've got Martin Luther King weekend, holiday weekend coming up this weekend. And then, as I mentioned, Beaver Creek with our new McCoy Park expansion. But let's take it out to the slopes. Ken Hovey is standing by. We'll find out where he is. He's somewhere in Vail. Oh, there we go. Okay, Ken, that's a gorgeous view. Look at that.
Isn't that amazing? Tricia, I can see you from here.
Oh, I can't
You're
hear
right
you.
About,
Shoot.
no
wait.
volume?
I gotta put my ears in.
Should be working.
Okay. All right. No, I can hear him. There we go. Here, let me just get this in.
It was a.
Okay. What's going on, Ken?
It was a Tricia lack of microphone moment there.
Yeah.
Tricia, I was saying, we're going to wait for a snowcat to go by this morning, doing some hauling stuff. Good morning to him. We are up on Vail Mountain, and you'll be able to hear me a little bit clearer here in a second. Hiking early, Tricia, and what I was trying to say is I can see you. You're like right down in there somewhere in Eagle Vale. To give you some perspective, check out Mount of the Holy Cross this morning. Just getting hit by some sunlight, and now this is down into Game Creek Bowl. And the reason I'm up here this morning, Tricia, Yes.
Oh, yes.
The power of the split board.
Earning the turns. All right. And you know what, Ken?
Uh,
What I notice, like when I go skinning early in the morning, is the inversion. A lot of times you'll start out at the bottom of the mountain and it's pretty cold. But then as you go up, you can just feel the difference in your face. And you can see it because you could see the sun hitting the higher elevations. And so when it's below zero in Eagle, and then way above zero in Vail, a lot of people are like, wait, isn't Vail always colder? Not quite. Usually
no,
we'll see that, especially in the mornings.
that you are spot on with that, Tricia. It's actually been colder down in Eagle and Gypsum in western Eagle County for the past couple of weeks than it's been up valley. I'm not going to take away from it. If I wasn't working up a sweat, I'd be chilly just standing here. So I'm going to keep moving. But this morning in Eagle and Gypsum, it was -9 according to my thermometer when I jumped in the car. When I rolled into Vail, it was 7 degrees. So a 16-degree difference this morning between the two. But I have a mission this morning, Tricia, for you
All
and
right.
for everyone else.
Okay, what
And
are you
that
doing?
is, I want to get to the top of chair 2 this morning to show the sunrise. And I'm not like a namaste guy. I'm more of a namaste.
Uh-oh.
Just
Wait.
like
Okay, we got you.
You got me? I'll stop.
Okay, yeah.
I've
Stop.
been noticing like this aggressive nature lately amongst people. We're not just like in our zen with each other. And we need to do that together this morning on VDL. We're going to go to the top of chair 2 and we're going to watch the sunrise.
Okay.
And we're going to wake up and be stoked and do nice things for people. And I'm doing it for you, Tricia.
Very
And
good.
Rachel back there.
Okay. Hey, guess who else
Flipboard
we have?
power.
We got Cameron in the house too. So
Oh!
they're behind the scenes, but I'm gonna have Cameron come and do like our weather and do
Sure.
some other little reports for us, so he can get a taste of what it's like to be in the studio. So yeah,
right,
we got a little surprise for you. So you might be chatting with Cameron. Okay, is that Game Creek?
It is. We'll let the snowmobile go by. Good morning. There's Game Creek Bowl. Lost Boy kind of tucked away behind the tree over there. Wild Card here. Chair 7. It's good up here. We've had great snow lately and now sunshine. All I've heard from visitors in the past couple days that just arrived after the holiday is how awesome everything is.
Yeah.
People are really stoked right now because the lift lines are way less. Like in some instances, you ski right on. The weather is fantastic. And we had all that snow over the past 7 days, past 3 weeks. I think it's been snowing like a month.
Well, yeah.
Here on Vail Mountain. So.
And Ken, I had a chance to go over to McCoy Park. So that they dropped the rope, they cut the ribbon on the brand new McCoy Park Express, which is the high-speed quad that brings you up to the top to this new warming hut called Eaton House, named after Earl Eaton. They're going to do a dedication
awesome.
this morning. Great views, and then really awesome, gentle terrain. And so much of that area was already naturally gladed, so they kind of have some groomers within the glades, and the snow was just great yesterday. So we had a fun time checking that out. We got the little pin.
That makes me happy. Tricia, good job. And just you saying Earl Eaton.
Yes.
Right? What a legend. One of the founders of Vail. Like, and one thing that always stands out about Earl Eaton, his family's here. We see his son around town all the time. Earl Eaton once rafted the Grand Canyon.
Yes.
I don't think he wore a life jacket. He did not have a self-bailing raft. He picked up 2, I think they're called mineralogists, or I don't know, people that study minerals, whatever they are, that were looking for uranium. He built his own plexiglass mount, put an 8mm film camera in it, basically the first GoPro, but it weighed like 45 pounds, and he solo rafted the Grand Canyon and documented it.
Yeah, Ken,
What?
I mean, we've seen that
Legend.
footage. I think, maybe when it was Vail's 50th anniversary, we saw that footage, and it was pretty remarkable. I mean, you think about how easy the GoPros and the mounts and everything, but yeah, he had to like makeshift all that to fit in the front of his raft so he could be, shown. But yeah, what an adventurous guy. And, I guess that area where McCoy Park is, Earl Eaton grew up here. And when Pete Seibert met Earl was able to show him all around and show him the back bowls of Vail. And you know what, Ken? They actually had approached the area of Beaver Creek first, but the ranchers, the settlers there said no, they weren't going to sell. So they kept on going
They were like
east.
the original. They were like the original Yellowstone.
Ah,
They were like, no, ain't no resort here. Rip, get out of here. Um, that guy was just awesome. The Eaton family, the founders. I think a lot about them. Tricia, have you not noticed? What have we known each other? Like almost 30 years. As I get older, I'm just like, I don't know, nostalgic.
I know.
Realizing
I love the
meter.
history. Yeah.
Yeah,
The
so
history
cool.
of our cool valley, it's really neat to take part in. And hey, that leads us into another subject. We've got the 10th Mountain Division Legacy Parade. Ken, that's going to be happening this Friday. So we've got that going on. They had to cancel the one a few weeks ago, but they're going to be back. So they have different ski employee personnel that dress in the white camo. You know, that was the
Okay, oh,
winter
cool.
camo for the 10th. They go down the mountain, right down by the base, Mountain Plaza, Gandhi 1, and then they have like a little procession down Bridge Street to the big 10th Mountain Division statue. And then this Colorado Snow Sports Museum stays open until 8 p.m. Just so you can head up there and learn a little bit more, maybe watch the movie about the 10th Mountain Division. So a lot of cool little bits of history that you can get just this week. Wow,
That is so rad.
the snow is loud.
It's crunchy.
It is crunchy.
It
It
is
makes
crunchy.
noise. It's kind of squeaky when it gets really
Sorry
cold.
about that, everyone. It
All
gives you an
right.
idea. of
Okay,
temperature.
perfect.
Sorry for my big mug here, all these moments. I am literally splitboarding up the mountain, holding a phone in my hand, getting these shots.
I bet you the
and I wanna
snowmobiler thinks
Yeah.
you're like just doing selfies or something.
Yeah, he's like, you're very cool, Mr. Influencer. No, it is not about
You're
me.
working.
It's about this. Trisha,
You're working.
let me give you, I love you to death. Let me give you a big pan shot for our viewers.
Okay.
Remember I told you,
Yeah.
we're all going to get along today. We're all going to just embrace it. So have a look at that. You take it away,
Game
Trisha,
Creek.
and I'm going
All
to
right.
feet and feet.
Okay, yes. So we've got Game Creek Bowl there, and then you can see how the sun is hitting those
Beaver
higher
Creek.
elevations. Yep, Beaver Creek. Oh yeah, you can see Larkspur Bowl. Larkspur Bowl is open now, Ken. If you didn't know that.
Oh, beauty.
So they are open as well, and a little bit of cloud cover out there today, so not crystal clear. Is that what you're seeing?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just a very, very light bit of cloud. So I'm going to keep hiking. Let's go,
Yeah,
Trisha.
let's keep
We got to
hiking.
get to the top.
Okay, all right. Well, hey, when we come back, we're going to give you the headlines. We're going to put Cameron in the hot seat and have him give you the headlines. And then weather details, we'll check in with Ken Hovey. We'll see that sun cresting over the Gore Range. And then, hey, don't forget to chat with us. If you're watching us on our new YouTube link, okay, say that fast 15 times. And Rachel, can we put that link in our area in case people are watching on our different platforms? We have a new YouTube link, and it's for Vail Valley Live. And then our Facebook is the same, and you can chat with us during the live show between 7:30 and about 8:30 in the morning. And then if you want to catch us on demand, we're on Roku, we're on Apple TV, Amazon Fire. We're also a podcast on Spotify. If you're out and about like Ken is, you're snowshoeing up, you're skinning up, you're splitboarding up, hey, put us on Spotify, and you'll still stay in touch with everything that's going on around the valley, our weather, our conditions reports. We're going to give you a look at what McCoy Park looks like today with video footage from yesterday, fresh video footage. So stay tuned.
Xterra, apparel for your active lifestyle. Visit xterraplanet.com today. Enter the promo code CHECK20 at checkout for an extra 20% off regularly priced merchandise.
And good morning. Welcome back to VDL. I'm Cameron. Tricia and I are playing a little musical chairs this morning, so I've hopped into the hot seat, and I'm here to give you some headlines. But before we do that, I want to say a big thank you to Vail Mountain Tea and Coffee and Tea Company, for sponsoring the show and this segment, of course. We really got some great tips and treats and all the goodies for you in Beaver Creek and throughout the valley. But yeah, so let's get into the headlines. Got quite a bit to share with you this morning. Of course, Tricia mentioned earlier about McCoy Park. Cover the daily this morning. Beaver Creek expansion, 250 extra skiable and rideable terrain. Got 2 new lifts open and 17 new trails. So it's really big, really exciting moment for the mountain. See a lot of photos yesterday, a little bluebird day. Look at those lines, incredible. So yeah, so it's really fun. Can't wait to get out there myself. Maybe this afternoon, we'll see. Well, that's on the cover and on A2. So yeah, McCoy Park, what a time. Get ready to get out there. Further in the paper today on page A4, we've got ETH 4K Productions. So they're a really phenomenal company. They do a lot of work here in the valley. They've been really involved in the ski race world. And you actually probably have seen some of their footage if you've seen any clips from the Birds of Prey ski races. So a little feature on them on page A4. And we've got a next story, bit of a more somber topic over in Summit County. There were 2 snowshoers killed in an avalanche. You can see the photo there of some of the debris. So it's really important to be really careful. Keep a look on those avalanche reports. Check out Colorado Avalanche Information Center before you go in any, less or off the track, off the beaten path terrain. So we send our warmest thoughts and prayers to the families of those snowshoers. And yeah, just really be careful out there, especially on that variable terrain. And then on a brighter note there, on the last inside page of the paper today, page A19, the Olympics are coming. It is incredible to think, just a month away now. A month away from the Olympics. Red Gerard there in the photo, the snowboard, coming in first place in that Dew Tour competition on the 18th of December. But going back to his second Olympics, and obviously some of our other athletes, Alex Ferreira bound for Beijing as well. All right, so that's a quick look at the headlines. You can find out more in the paper, all sorts of events and activities listed there as well. But let's take a look now, for those of you who are driving up the hill this morning, at our traffic. We've got a live look here at our traffic cameras. You can see all 4 of these. We've got west of Vail past, just a little bit outside of Vail, and then the main Vail exit over into Dow Junction. Looks pretty clear today, not too much traffic. Dow Junction is seeing a little bit heavier traffic. If you look at the main Vail exit image there, you can see there's quite a few people hopping off to get into Vail. But so roads are looking pretty decent. Obviously there's little snow on the edges there, so do be careful. But arrive safe, drive slow. Keep an eye out for those people around you. Defensive driving is the way to get here. But yeah, so let's if you're headed down or headed up the hill today, you might run into Ken Hovey, who's over at the top of Vail Mountain. Ken has been out in the elements this morning. Let's bring Ken in. Let's see how he's doing and see what's happening. Ken, how's it going, bud?
Good morning, Cameron. Woo! Good morning, Cal. Cameron, I gotta tell you how happy I am that you're a part of the VPL team. It's awesome to hear your voice in the morning. I dig it. I'm also wondering, Cameron, when are we going to see you in the Olympics? Our viewers that don't know Cameron's alter ego as likely the most phenomenal dancer in the state of Colorado, I've seen him pirouette. What is Olympics, Cameron?
I mean, it could be. For the sheer physicality of it sometimes, it could be, that's for sure. I don't know. I don't know if it'll ever make it as a sport, but that might be all right.
You have my vote, my friend.
I appreciate it.
It is great to see you this morning. Have our view Ken Hovey live. This is live. This is not taped. This is not Memorex for you guys old enough to remember that commercial. I'm going to show you things. You're going to have to forgive the crunchy snow for a moment. I'll just chat it up with Cameron. One, standing right here, looking at the Gore Mountain Range as the sun rises right here by Lodge Pole. This is definitely a favorite. Chair 2 is in the distance. But then, Cameron, can you hear the crunchy snow?
I hear it, Ken. It sounds great.
Yeah, it's a bit cold up here, but with no one up here, the mountain is not open yet. They open at 8:30. Back bowls start to close at 3 o'clock, but you're allowed to hike right now, and you have to follow the proper uphill etiquette. You're not allowed to do this during the day, and I want to bring that one up. I saw a dude, I don't know, 2.5 weeks ago during Christmas week. He decided it would be a great idea to do this at 2:45 in the afternoon, out of Lion's Head, up the skier bridge, and then that dog leg turn where literally everyone on the mountain comes down.
Just like weaving and bobbing through the folks.
Just don't be that guy driving the wrong way on one-way traffic, like going east when you should go west on I-70. Cameron, there it is. No one around.
Incredible.
Walk a little bit further away, and there is the Mount of the Holy Cross. So you've got the mountain ranges just surrounding this morning, and the sun is popping off right there at Chair 2, and that's going to be my turnaround point, is to get to 2 and then to ride down. But for our viewers, this is what it's about. I'll pan the camera around. We'll send it back to Cameron. How many days you have on the mountain so far?
I've got 11 days so far, 55,000 vertical feet. So it's been 11 short days, but I've been getting my fair bit.
I mean, that means you're doing other things, Cameron. That's right. Okay.
There's lots of stuff to do in the valley.
I got 4 million miles. I got 4 million vertical feet already, man, in like 2 weeks. You don't have a wife. You probably don't have kids. You probably don't have a dog. You probably don't even have a house plant. You're just like dedicated to 8:30 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon, and I'm okay with doing other stuff just like you, Cameron. It's cool. Check out the cord, bud. Woo! Have a look at the freshly cord this morning from the Snowcat guys.
Look at those guys. They've done it. Those folks do a really incredible job, Ken, and I can't wait to get out there hopefully later this afternoon.
And you know what? The key is I respect you going in the afternoon, especially it's a Tuesday, still kind of quiet, but try to go early. To viewers out there, to beat the crowds, try to be on that 8:30 lift if you can. Get out, make your turns. I say be done by 11, be at the bar, probably by 4, but do some spa time in between that 11 to 4. Maybe go, I don't know, do anything. Go on a snowmobile trip with like Sage Outdoor Adventures. I mean, a lot of stuff. Go fly fishing. That would be fun. So there it is, Cameron. Back to you.
Excellent. Thank you, Ken.
Complete.
Oh, that looks great. Yeah, Ken, we'll come back later to you in the show. I want to talk about the snowpack and what that'll affect later on in the season and into the summer. But before we do that, and I'm going to do a little switcheroo with Tricia again for the next segment, we're going to go to a quick commercial. We'll see you in a minute.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
Club One is a pivotal part of the Vail lifestyle, with spacious lockers to store all your gear in a ski-in, ski-out location. Club One is your mountain headquarters, stacked with club amenities and members-only perks. Club One, where the locals locker.
Maui Jim Sunglasses were born on the beaches of Hawaii, designed to respond to the bright sun and harsh glare of the islands, all while enhancing the view. After 30 years, we're still independently owned, and the free-thinking Hawaiian spirit that first inspired us is still a part of everything we do. Our Polarized Plus 2 lenses not only protect eyes from harmful rays, they also make colors more vivid and contrast crisper. Try on a pair and see for yourself. The view's better from here.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Live Sotheby's International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact their Vail Valley broker professionals today to help you live the life you love.
All right, going to take a look at the weather right now, thanks to Live Sotheby's. Right in Eagle, it is 0 degrees, so at least we're moving in the positive numbers. Vail is in the upper single digits, low teens. We've got Edwards at 0, Avon at 8 degrees right now. And Ken and I were talking a little bit about that inversion. So that's something to think about when you're just getting out of your house down in Eagle. It's amazing. Usually Vail is cooler, especially in the summer times. Eagle's a lot warmer than Vail, but not the case on these cool, crisp mornings. And it's just simply because that hot air has risen and the cooler air is just hanging out at the valley floor. Well, we could see the valley floor right there in that shot we were looking at, and the traffic looks like it's moving along quite swimmingly. Keep in mind that we are still seeing some of the side streets with quite a bit of snow and some ice just remaining from our most recent storm. No new snow to report in the last 24 hours, but we do have a chance of snow coming in on your Friday. So for today, we'll see our temperatures reach into the 30s, overnight lows back down to the single digits, and then a lot of sunshine and a few high clouds for the next couple of days, your Wednesday, your Thursday. Then by Friday, even Thursday night, we'll see mostly cloudy. And then Friday night, a 40% chance of snow showers. And then for Saturday, we'll be back into the sunny bluebird days. And same thing for your holiday weekend with Sunday and Monday looking good. Yeah, for MLK Day, we're looking sunny with a high in the upper 30s. So that's a quick look at the weather. The terrain report, we have more terrain open for you. Just yesterday, we were over at McCoy Park. This is a brand new expansion at Beaver Creek. We're so excited that this has happened. 250 more acres have been added. And it's in an area that you're probably familiar with. If you've ever been to the top of the Badger Gulch Express, number 16, Mamie's Deck, that little restaurant that's right up there, that overlooks this whole area. Also, the top of Strawberry Park, just over the Candy Cabin and the Ski Patrol Shack. That whole area is now skiable and rideable. So they have 2 lifts, they have 17 runs, 14 of them are beginner runs, and 3 are intermediate. So nice rolling terrain, some groomed, some left untouched. It was really fun to be out there. So we were super excited about that. So check that out. Also, Blue Sky Basin, they did open the Skyline Express, so portions of Blue Sky Basin are open for you as well. But we want to let you know a little bit about entertainment in the Vail Valley. And this Wednesday, we've got an awesome show coming for you. It is the Choir of Man. And joining us on the phone, we've got Josh Lloyd. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. Thank you for waking up. I know you've got an interview at 8:30, so you got it. You're doing this one for us too. But let's talk about the Choir of Man. You guys, you're in Utah right now?
We're in Farmington at the moment, New Mexico.
Oh, okay, yep. So you're kind of doing the tour throughout the Southwest and the Rockies, and then you're coming to Vail. This show will be at the Vail Performing Arts Center on a Wednesday. But for those who aren't familiar with the Choir of Man, give us a little synopsis of what we can expect on Wednesday night.
Yeah, we are the biggest pub gig you've ever been to. So much fun, foot stomping. There's a little bit in there for everybody. We sing sort of Guns N' Roses, a bit of Sia, a bit of Adele. So there's a little bit of something in there for everybody even. A little bit of rock, a little pop, a little folk. We serve beer from the stage. I don't know if we are at the moment due to restrictions for COVID and stuff. But yeah, we will usually serve beer from the stage. But we made a few adaptations and you still get your beers, don't worry.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's what I think is so fun about this. It's a pub crawl, it's a concert, it's all rolled into one. And the neat thing is you guys are singing popular tunes, you're singing some classic tunes, just some sing along type of tunes. But how long have you been involved with Choir of Man?
This is coming into my 4th year now, so I've done it for. I was just the original conception, and then I was the next incarnation, as it were.
Okay.
So it holds a big space in my heart, and I love the show.
Yeah, and I understand that you play the barman because
I
all the
do
different
play the barman.
guys play different characters. You know, we got the romantic,
Yeah.
we got the maestro, we've got the beast, we've got the pub bore. So everyone kind of has their place, but it sounds like you also all find your place in musicality and getting the crowd going. I don't think we're going to be able to sit down during this show.
Definitely not. We try and make sure you're not sat down. We try and make it so you recognise someone that you've seen in your own pub, and hopefully we do that. And we try and address a few issues all at the same time, while having a bit of fun. And I think we need it. To the past 2 years, especially for the theatre industry, has been really hard. So we try and have a little bit of fun with everyone, and it seems to pay off. Everyone seems to have a good fun time. So.
Oh yeah. You guys must have been so happy when you realized that yes, you can tour again. You're traveling internationally now. But tell us what it was like. You know, how the concept came about. So you were part of it from the beginning.
No, there was a group before me, but there was an Australian guy called Andrew Kay, who's one of the producers, and Nick Dudson, who's the English producer, and they sort of were like, we think we've got an idea for a show. It's just 9 normal guys in a pub, and then they sort of sent it and were like, right, you need to create it, to our musical director, Jack Bloom, who's brilliant. He's created all the arrangements. And yeah, it sort of went from there. It's gone from strength to strength. We started off at sort of like a festival feel, and we started off in Edinburgh, in Scotland, and then we went to Australia, did the Adelaide Festival, and from then it's sort of it's blown up. I've been to the Opera House in Sydney with it. Some of the guys have done. This is the 3rd US tour. We're in the West End in London at the moment, so it really has gone from strength to strength, and we're so happy of where it's gone, and it's our little baby. So we like to show it off a little bit.
Well, and you know what? You've received huge accolades. The Daily Mail is calling it exhilarating. The Choir of Man is faultless. One of the best concerts, pub crawls, or musical shows. That's the Triangle Arts and Entertainment. You won't be disappointed. Is 2018 Broadway World a wildly entertaining, joyful romp? Broadway World is calling it. So we're just seeing so many great accolades from this. So it's wonderful to get this feedback. So Wednesday, do you realize we've got the altitude here? You know, we got oxygen probably for behind stage.
Yeah, apparently so.
Yeah, have you performed much in the higher altitudes?
No, I don't. For most of us, this is our first US tour. So yeah, we've been warned. Apparently, there's oxygen side of stage. I've personally said, "Can I get a defib?" If I'm totally honest.
We've got those
just
too.
in case.
We'll get one.
No, we're all really excited.
Okay, all right. Well, we're excited to have you guys here. So this is Josh Lloyd. He's one of the many members of what you're going to find on stage for the Choir of Man. It's a worldwide hit. It is coming to the Vail Performing Arts Center from the West End. So this is January 12th, so tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Tickets are starting at $45. It's reserved seating, and we checked this morning, Josh, and it's almost sold out. We were looking at the seats. Yeah. So we're excited. Rachel and I were like, okay, where can we sit? We could sit here and here. So we could go up on there. But hey, thanks for taking your time this morning. Get some rest.
Thank you for having us.
Enjoy New Mexico, and then safe travels. You should have good weather for travel. It should be sunny skies and beautiful once you get here.
Bless you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you for having us.
Cheers. All right. Josh Lloyd with the Choir of Man. A very great show coming. It's part of the Broadway series at the VPAC, Vail Performing Arts Center up at Beaver Creek. And speaking of Beaver Creek, hey, we had a chance to get out there at the new McCoy Park. So let's show you what it looks like in this brand new terrain offering.
11th, 2022. Brand new terrain opening today. Tricia, what's opening?
We've got McCoy Park opening up at Beaver Creek. We're so excited to be able to check out the ribbon cutting and see this new area.
We just finished a little scoping out of McCoy. What'd you think?
Oh man, this was awesome. So McCoy Park, open now. To get out of there, you take the reunion lift number 20, and that brings you to the top of Strawberry Park. You could always hop over to Larkspur, taking the Beaver Creek Expressway, or even over to That's Your Goals. Keep in mind, the McCoy Park lifts will be closing at 3:30. Main Mountain closes at 4.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
Winter is coming, and you can enjoy every minute with Outside Plus, your membership to the outdoors. Whether you're exploring the backcountry or your local trails, Outside Plus has you covered. With expert advice on gear, product discounts, premium access to Outside TV and the Gaia GPS app, and inspiring content delivered from the most respected names in the outdoors. Become an Outside Plus member today to get free tickets and VIP access to this year's Warren Miller film. Join at warrenmiller.com/Outside Plus.
It's not about where we're going. Enjoy where you're at, like the company you're with.
Let's go. I'll lead you, follow.
This weather and mountain report is brought to you by Betteridge. Fine jewelry and watches with exceptional service since 1897, located in Solaris.
Hi, and welcome back to VDL. I'm Cameron, and if you're surprised to not see Tricia after coming back from the last segment, we've done a little musical chairs here in the studio. But anyway, let's get to your weather. All right, so it's a beautiful, beautiful day coming up for us today. Over in Vail, we've finally broken to double digits, so it's 10 degrees out in Vail. That wind chill, though, feeling a bit colder than that, 1 degrees. But hopefully we'll get up to our highs near 40 degrees this afternoon, and then low this evening. Back down to single digits. As we look out, next couple of days coming up this weekend, really, really fun weather coming up for us. Blue skies, clear blue skies, up until Friday when we've got just about a 40% chance of snow. So hopefully a little powder on Friday, give you some really great conditions on the hill for Saturday and Sunday. So look here now at over Vail. Traffic's moving, the sky is beautiful, there's snow on the ground. What more could you ask for? Just looking great there. And then we're going to take, we talked, last segment, Tricia talked with Josh from the Choir of Man. So we'll take another quick look at what's coming up in Beaver Creek this weekend. And there are 3 shows at the Villar Performing Arts Center that you really don't want to miss. So obviously we talked about Choir of Man in the last segment, coming up tomorrow night at 7:30. And they've got, talked there, but music of Paul Simon, Adele, Queen, Sia. They do a really fun rendition of Chandelier. You can check out the cast album on Spotify to give you a little sneak taste, but there's so much more in store for you than just the music in that show. That's tomorrow night, Wednesday, January the 12th at 7:30. Thursday night, the Hillbenders present Whograss. So British pop, British invasion, we've got bluegrass, rockabilly, a fun show. They're coming off of their 2015 album where they covered The Who's rock opera Tommy, and they're going to be doing more of the Who songs, the Who discography on Thursday night at the Velar, 7:30 p.m. Be a fun show. If you're a fan of pop music, British pop music, bluegrass, it mixes it all up fantastically. Then on Sunday the 16th, we've got a really phenomenal quartet from Scotland. It's the Maxwell Quartet. They cover music from Joseph Haydn, Dvorak, and then also Scottish folk music. So they're very traditional. You can see here on your screen, they've got their tartan, their kilts on, they're rocking the plaid. But that'll be in the May Gallery. So it'll be in a more intimate space. So it's just you and the quartet, the string quartet. That's at 6 p.m. on Sunday. Now, I do want to mention, if you're out and about this weekend coming to a Velar show, a couple of restaurants in Beaver Creek have some dinner deals. So if you take your ticket, your Velar Performing Arts ticket, to either the Met Kitchen or the Dusty Boot there in Beaver Creek Village for $25, let's see, what do we got here? An entree, so it's at the Met Kitchen. $25 gets you an entree from their theater menu and a draft beer or a glass of wine. Can't beat that. And then over at the Dusty Boot, you can get another entree from their theater menu and a draft beer or a glass of wine. So, dinner and a show over in Beaver Creek, hey, that works. But if you're not in Beaver Creek today or this weekend, you might be over in Vail, where we've got Ken Hovey up on the hill. Ken, it looks beautiful out there. You look great. How's it going?
Wow, Cameron, that means a lot coming from you. I appreciate it. A lot of arts going on. Cameron, you know what's happening right now? We're making the transition from split board into snowboard to go back down. But the view today, beautiful. It takes, 5 minutes to convert it back over from split to a traditional snowboard. But while we do this, Cameron, I know Rachel's got the footage. I don't think you have any idea what I'm about to show you. Cameron, have you ever heard of freestyle reining horses?
I mean, just the concept. I don't know if I could tell you exactly what they are off the top of my head.
Well, you know what a reining horse is, right?
Right, yeah.
Reining horse, it's like they're like the workhorses that put on a show. They're very valuable horses. I should, watch my words because we do have a lot of cowboys watching. But reining horses are the horses that, man, they can run full speed and then just anchor in their, the tail end and do those slides and do spins. There's something happening in Denver. It's called the National Western Stock Show. You ever been to that one, Cameron?
Ken, I'll tell you after we talk about this, but I've actually competed there in Denver. Not on horses, but we'll talk about it offline. We'll maybe come back
All
to
right.
that.
Look at this was one of my favorites. This little Palomino right here. And you see the guy in the back with the kayaks. This was just a fun show, right? They have all different shows that go down at National Western Stock Show. There's Lady Gaga going around. Wait till you see her with the double-ended slide. I didn't stick around for the awards. I have to say she was one of the top contenders, though. But look at this horse just whoop, put on the brakes. The place was packed. It was so much fun. Stock Show goes for like another 2 weeks. Hundreds of thousands of people go to it. It is so much fun. You can get tickets to some of the horse events. They have livestock events. I mean, it is the true, there it is. There's a guy. His thing was, we're all in the same boat. He had kind of a political statement on that one, talking about how we're all in the same boat, and I really appreciated it. But National Western Stock Show goes on for a couple weeks. They have this huge exhibit area where you can get everything from John Deere tractors to the coolest cowboy outfits. Lots of people. It's just fun. It's just classic Colorado, no judging. You do expect to pay $12 for an extremely large beer. If you're going to do that, pay the extra $5 and get the sidecar, the tequila shot, and the little plastic boot. $20 out the door, 2 rounds, $40. You got a designated driver, and you're out there bidding on the prize-winning steer. But go. That's what I want. I want you to go to Stock Show. What do you think?
Ken, I cannot be a bigger advocate of livestock and just getting out there and understanding, what goes on outside of the big city or the mountain resort.
So cool.
There's a lot of stuff. And I assume that's over in the Coliseum. Is that correct?
It is, yeah. The Coliseum area where you drive through, parking is easy. I don't know that they have this all the time. There is some paid parking. I actually found free parking to go in there and went with my wife. And now that my son's 16, got my driver, which is great, and his girlfriend. And we just had such a great time down there. And I was like, I really got to bring back some footage and and share it with our viewers on how good it is. And while I did that, Cameron, that was on Sunday that I went down there, and I had the kids out of the house in Gypsum by 8:30 in the morning, and we were passing through Vail at 9 o'clock. That is the rule now. If you don't leave by 9 o'clock, that's when you're going to hit the traffic. I mean, by the time I got to the tunnels, I was just ahead of it. It was just starting to slow down. So when you think about going to Denver, especially on the weekends, you want to leave before 9 o'clock. That's going to be my go-to number now for getting down there and not sitting in traffic.
Definitely. If you're not leaving early enough on the weekend, especially that Sunday morning when people are heading down the hill, yeah, you might be in trouble. All right, Ken. Well, good luck with the switching over of the split board back into the snowboard.
Yeah. I just didn't want you to go away, Cameron. I got a shot for you.
Okay. Let me see it.
And for people that love corduroy, let's look at corduroy. Look at that.
Look at that.
Oh
my goodness! You could wash your clothes on that.
Absolutely, man. Lifts open at 8:30. We did hike up here this morning to bring you this view. Follow the rules on the uphill hike. Also, be on the lookout for snowmobiles, snowcats. There are designated routes. Stay away from snowmaking equipment, especially ones that are running. But when you come up this early, this is what you're going to see. And you know what, Cameron, with the lifts opening at 8:30 this morning, you could be up here by 8:45, 9 o'clock. Check out this view on your own. But we're bringing it to you here, Vail TV VDL. Back to you.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Ken. Get down safe, and we'll see you up on the hill in just a little bit. All right, but right now, we've gone over to Vail. We talked about Beaver Creek earlier in this little segment, but we're going to go now to talk about the Winter Culinary Weekend. We've got Ty Diaz talking with Sarah over at Sarah Inarardi over at Hooked to tell you more about what's coming up with the Beaver Creek Winter Culinary Weekend.
Spending time in a world-class ski resort, of course, it comes with skiing and boarding and hitting the slopes. So what about the world-class dining experience and with your vacation, getting it all in at the same time? We could probably find that with a culinary experience. And here to tell us more is Sarah. How are you, Sarah?
I'm great, Ty. How are you today?
Doing great. I'm excited to learn about an upcoming dining experience, a culinary event. And tell us what's going on.
That's right. So we are so excited to bring Winter Culinary Weekend back. It's going to be January 20th through 23rd. We've got some amazing guest chefs lined up. Tyler Florence, Chris Cosentino, Tracy Desjardins, Elizabeth Faulkner, and Josh Nierenberg. So we've got some big names coming in this year to show us their talents here in Beaver Creek.
Now, you know your chef names, you follow them like celebrities, of course, but what about celebrity restaurants? We're in front of Hooked.
That's right. So Hooked is going to host a fabulous dinner on Friday night, January 21st. That's going to be with guest chef Chris Cosentino, their amazing executive chef Riley Romanen. So basically these chefs work together to create a fantastic menu, and then that's going to be with Presqu'île Winery right here. So it'll be wines paired with each course, and just a really fun way to celebrate great food and drink here in Beaver Creek.
So we're talking about seafood, we're talking about sushi and presentation. That's what Hooked does best. And they're also a market. Now for this event, do we need tickets?
Absolutely. Tickets are on sale at beavercreek.com/culinary. Make sure you get your tickets soon. Tickets are starting to sell out for a few of the dinners. And on Friday night, we also have a culinary collaboration at Splendido. So this one will be a lot of fun. This is with their executive chef, Brian Ackerman, and then they're bringing in Tyler Florence for that one of our amazing guest chefs. And so this one's benefiting Bright Future Foundation, a wonderful local nonprofit as well.
We are talking Winter Culinary Weekend that you don't want to miss out on, and one of the many stops for your taste buds is Hooked. I thank you very much. Let's check out a few more places.
Yeah, absolutely.
Start the new year out right with Nap Harvest. Mushrooms have been named the top ingredient of the year by the New York Times, and we have them in all shapes and sizes. Honey continues to be a hot topic for health, so stock up with Nap's Nectars. Nap Harvest, your indoor farmers market, open 7 days a week.
You deserve more from your steak. You deserve the only steak that's guaranteed to be perfect every single time. At Omaha Steaks, we're delivering old school quality with a now school mentality. That means aging every steak for tenderness, carefully hand carving, and obsessing over every last detail, so you never second guess a single bite. For a limited time, get the best quality at the best value during our 50% off sale. Visit omahasteaks.com today. You deserve this.
Get more information at VailYetiHockey.com. Go Yeti!
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Carrots Jewelers, creating heirlooms for over 50 years.
All right, I want to give you details on the weather. We have a kind of a chilly start to the morning, but we will be into the upper 30s by later on today when the sun gets a little higher in the sky. We do have some high clouds, nothing that's going to produce any moisture, but just not quite as sunny and bluebird day as we had yesterday. We're at 10 degrees right now in Vail and throughout the valley. A little bit cooler when we go down valley, which is kind of interesting. It's the inversion effect where the heat rises, the warm air rises, and the cooler air just kind of hangs out on the valley floors. So Edwards right now is at 1 degree. Here we go. This is Eagle at 5 degrees, Avon at 9. So kind of cool to see what it's doing out there today. But we'll see a high of 38 for your Tuesday. Overnight lows will drop into the single digits. And then Wednesday, similar temperatures with daytime highs, nightly lows the same. And then for Thursday, just a little warmer. And then we add the clouds. We're going to add the clouds on Thursday into your Friday. And then Friday, about a 40% chance of showers out of this next storm. But then Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, we do have the holiday weekend with Martin Luther King Jr. weekend coming up this weekend. A lot of people have Monday off. We're going to have sunshine throughout those days. So that's a quick look at your weather. Here's a live shot looking over towards Lion's Head. We've got the Eagle Bond Gondola, number 19, running for you, getting ready for the crowds there. They'll open at 8:30. Chair 8, just to the east of that, that is the Born Free Express. That'll be open for you as well. And just off into the distance, you can't quite see it, but Chair 26, which is the Pride Express, which helps you if you're coming up from Cascade Lift number 20. That is not open yet, but according to Beth Howard, who's the head of Vail Mountain, she wrote on their Facebook page, they hope to have that open during MLK weekend, along with maybe some other trains, some other lifts. So just keep that in mind. And then Blue Sky Basin did open on Sunday morning if you were lucky enough to catch that rope drop. I heard it was great. Lots of powder out there. It's the Skyline Express, Chair 37, that's open. So not the entire thing. We don't have Earl's and Pete's lifts open yet, but Chair 37 will get you to some of that great terrain. And then to get out of there, you take Teacup and then work your way back to the front side. Keep in mind that Blue Sky Basin closes first, then the back bowls, and then Vail's front side. And they are still closing at 3:30. Beaver Creek is 9 to 4. But let's bring it out to Ken Hovey. He is at the top of Vail Mountain. All right, did you make it to 2? Is that Avanti?
There it is.
There it is.
Sure there she blows, Tricia.
That's amazing.
A little bit of, what a gorgeous morning. And the fact that people can do this, you know, if you're a snowshoer and you don't have to make it to the top, although that is always the goal, anywhere you go up on the mountains, it doesn't even have to be Vail Mountain. You know what a great snowshoe is? Meadow Mountain.
Oh, yeah.
It's awesome, right?
Yeah.
Park in the parking lot, take the trail up. There's spots there I don't even think that you need snowshoes.
Well,
you can just hike up, take the dog with him.
Yeah, and when you're done, you can either go over to like Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea, or if it's later in the day and some of the restaurants that open later on for dinner service, you can hop in. You know, Minturn Saloon has the new owners there. So there's a lot of fun things you can do. Yeah, you can just make a day of it in Minturn.
Tricia, I could bring up our Minturn Saloon moment right now. Let's just put it this way, viewers. I almost got arrested one night at the saloon with Tricia Swenson, all because of a tequila paper cup. Anyway, that was a fun night. Do they still serve their shots in paper cups
I
over
don't
there?
know. I don't know. Yeah. But I'm glad I was able to hold your beer.
Yeah. Tricia Swenson actually
hold
had
my beer. I'm just over here in the corner, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll hold your beer. I don't know what's going on. Okay, hold my beer.
And hold
Famous
my watch.
last words. Hold my watch. Yeah. I know. Hold your watch.
We'll share that with her. Hey, nothing happened, and that guy and I ended up becoming buddies down the road, which is what it's about today. It's about friendship and getting along. Let's go full screen with this shot, Rachel, and show it to him. Then I'm going to clip in here and ride down to the base. Look at that beautiful view this morning. One thing I wondered if Rachel has it ready, we could even bring it up right now. Tricia, is the snowmaking from over at Arrowhead. Have you seen that thing going lately?
Oh yeah, you know what? We heard, that whenever we've gone through the gate to go over there, they were saying, "Yep, we're gonna really hit it hard with snowmaking last week, kind of this week, and then they'll be pushing that snow around." And Arrowhead was really looking good, this last week, and I think this extra help with the man-made snow is just going to put kind of the frosting on the cake and get things ready to go. Ken, just to let people know, there hasn't been as much grooming over in Arrowhead, simply because Vail Resorts has been hit like everybody else with the employee shortage, and then when COVID hit, taking out some of their employees. So usually Cresta's groomed or Little Brave, not as much. So I'm just giving you guys the heads up that that's what's going on. But hey, Ken, we got a little bit of chat. We've got Henry Hyde Cooper says Sunday morning in blue sky was sick. Yes, it was. Sure. My husband said it was like being dropped out of a helicopter and getting the fresh. It was amazing. And then Rodney Travis, saying hello from the Carolinas. He said, "We love Tricia and Ken. Thank you." And then LA, she's saying that she thinks it's going to be colder in Vail, colder than Vail in DC area today. So yeah, it could be colder. LA, you got to get yourself over here. I know you're coming out soon.
What's her name, Tricia?
Well, it's LA Lobgrass. I think I'm pronouncing that right.
Who was from DC?
Well, that's LA. So she was saying that it's probably going to be colder in LA today than it is.
I need someone with some Washington D influence to go ahead and cancel COVID. Like, it needs to be done. If we have a viewer that's, in Senate or Congress makes one of those decisions, just like, let's stop already. Like, we are over it, man. Done. Cancel it.
Okay.
We all get sick.
Okay, that could be your campaign platform. Okay. Hey, Ken, we got to get over to Beaver Creek again because we've got another interview. Ty had a chance to stop into one of their stores, and what I love is there's a lot of stores that have been in Beaver Creek for a while. There's a lot of stores that are locally owned and operated, and one of them is Siempre Viva. So let's find out more.
Hey, if you're looking for a little bit of shopping, something for everyone, and, well, you're just being thoughtful, how about discovering a place called Siempre Viva? Here to tell us about your shop, this is Sally January. How are you, Sally? Thank you for having us here.
Thank you. I'm very well. Thanks for having me.
Tell us about Siempre Viva.
So this is a boutique for the entire family. You can come here to find locally made goods. We have Beaver Creek hats. We have everything from kids' gift to candles made here in the valley to local artists. Screen prints, all kinds of things, and it's a fun place to get something unique to take back home.
I took a little walk around the store before we started this segment, and I saw things for pets, like you mentioned, some salves, some moisturizers, and as you mentioned, art, and what I might need, more importantly, beanies, something for everyone.
You're right. The best part about our jewelry section is all of it is female made and from small business entrepreneurs. So we try to highlight local artists and people who are doing cool things.
How long has Siempre Viva been here?
We've been here now almost 4 years.
Okay.
And we are located right next to the skating rink in Beaver Creek. So if you come up here to ski or visit, you can stop in our shop.
What are people discovering and saying about Siempre Viva?
So what we find that people love is that every time they come here, there's something different and unique. We're always looking for new fun things that remind people of their trip here to the mountains.
Walking through the store, you'll find something for everyone. And again, it's just laid out quite nicely for the pets, like you mentioned, artwork as well.
Yeah.
And
we have lots of fun prints that remind people of their ski trip. This one is from Little Known Goods, which is a Denver-based company, which is awesome. We love supporting them. We also have this locally done screen print, fun Colorado designs, and those are kind of the things you can find in our shop.
if you're looking for something for that someone special, or even for your pets, and again, artwork to clothing, jewelry, you name it, stop by Siempre Viva right here in Beaver Creek. Thoughtfully chosen goods.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Look your best with fashions from the outlets at Silverthorne. Mountains of brands to suit your style with savings up to 70% off every day. Don't forget to pick up a VIP savings card from the Colorado Welcome Center for even more discounts. Become an Elite Rewards member and earn amazing gifts. Outlets at Silverthorne, located 30 minutes east of Vail, exit 205 on I-70.
Welcome to the club.
What's going on?
Get your arms up.
Hours of operation, whenever you need to feel good. The club has no dress code.
You got this.
No rules of decorum. Pets are allowed.
Now we're squat jumping up a storm. Quick.
You don't have to show your card at the door.
Breathe naturally.
There is no door to the club. There is no ceiling. And if you have 10 minutes,
Come on.
20, 30, and if you're wearing one of these, let's go.
All right, that about wraps it up for us today. I want to thank Cameron for hopping in the hot seat a couple of times today. We're just trying to see if you'd like a change of scenery from being outside to inside. And we want to thank Ken Hovey for going outside and braving the cooler temperatures this morning. He is, I think, on his way down Vail Mountain right now. He's got to probably get to work like the rest of us do. But thanks for watching us. Thanks for our chatters chiming in this morning. And then pay attention to that brand new YouTube link. If you're watching us on outside TV, but sometimes you want to watch us on your laptop or your phone, we have a brand new YouTube link that's in our chat today, or you can always just search Vail Valley Live and you can find it on our brand new YouTube page. New year, new YouTube page. And then we were also a podcast on Spotify. If you didn't catch the whole show, if you're just joining us now, you want to see what we were talking about today, because we had a lot. We were talking about Choir of Man and had an interview with one of their performers and gave you the whole rundown on what else is at the Valar this week. We also gave you a look at McCoy Park, the brand new expanded terrain at Beaver Creek, 250 acres. We only covered a slice of that yesterday. 17 new runs, 2 new lifts. So a lot that you were missed if you're just chiming in, but you can watch us on demand. We're on Roku, we're on Amazon Fire, Apple TV. You can find us there. We're also a podcast on Spotify. So thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow at 7:30.